Hello and welcome to FXcast. This is our FXcast market analysis video for Tuesday, May 31st, 2011. In each of our videos, we try to come up with high probability trading setups. We evaluate the gold chart. We come up with a low volatility watch list, an inside bar watch list, and we'll review the economic calendar to see if they can affect our open or potential trades. Let's pull up the charts. As usual, we're going to start off with the gold chart, and what we can see on our gold daily chart is our beautiful uptrend. That's certainly great. We can see that we finally broke above the 1525 price level, and then on our bank holiday for the States in the UK, we put in a little doji here. That's certainly fine. We come with the market profile and see that we just kind of snaked around the point of control at 1537. That's fine. So, the main thing here is to see, are we going to come over here and retest the swing high here on the daily, or are we going to move lower? On our market profile, we can see, if we get below that 1536 price level, we get into the volume vacuum, and we either can fall back to 1525, 27, which is our support line from the daily. So we want to see this try to move higher, stay above the point of control, and go from there. Now, when we compare that to some of our dollar currencies, we've got the pound dollar. Here, we have 4 great days. And then now we're putting a little doji as we, again, on our banking holiday. We can see we basically snaked around a point of control. So what we want to look here is to see if we can exactly get above today's high to retest the swing high. Again, maybe we're going to see these dollar currency pairs track with gold again. So we're just going to watch that. We're going to see volume come in, and again, I would watch for a break above today's light volume high, which is 1.652 on the market profile. To hold up, we need to stay above probably 1.6455. Little vacuum in here, but there's also some volume resistance or support at 1.6425. Switching over to the Aussie dollar. And we can see the little downtrend that we've formed over the past month. Of course, long term, we're in the uptrend. We also see the channel that we're in. So we had a good 2 days, found support to 50 moving average, came up, and now we're testing to resistance. And today's light volume is pausing. That's fine. That's a nice, rising three pattern is what I'm trying to say. And then we can see, like everything else, we're snaking around a point of control at 1.0689. A lot of volume here, though. There's a lot of volume, and we can tell that because it is a resistance. So we would love to stay above that and then get above 1.0700 to see if we can move higher. The last one we want to watch is the euro dollar. And this is one that's been in a downtrend also, but finally had an update to get us above the 20 and the 50, gets us, and we put in sort of a doji candle here. We bounced at the support that we have drawn in here. We're snaking around the point of control. That's all fine. On the hourly, we can see if we can get above 1.4300, we should be able to continue to move higher. Possibly now we're in this channel here. So, that's what we're looking for the dollar. So put an alert at today's high for a move higher. We're also going to look at the euro yen. We basically have a sideways chart. There's a descending wedge, descending triangle. We're going to look break below all the wicks is our conservative entry, or break above the 20 and the 50 moving average to the upside. Let's pull up the chart and get a look. Okay, so, because we had a light volume day, we are looking at some of our trades from yesterday. So here we have our wedge triangle type pattern here on the euro yen. Again, we're looking for this to break out one way or the other. On the top side, we do have some resistance on the 20 to 50 moving average. And there's also, if I were to grab our horizontal line and kind of just draw it out there, probably down just a little bit. So there's a little room to go up here to 117.45 ish. When we come into the market profile, we can see we are getting a little bit above where we are. A lot of volume in here, though. A lot of volume. So if we move higher, it looks like we'll run into the wicks of the past couple of days, and we're running the 20 moving average. So still gonna watch this one and see where it goes. It's sort of like the pound yen, as far as it broke out and now it's hovering. So let's see where this one goes. First trade we're going to look at is the pound yen. We've been looking at this for a couple of days. Sort of a wedge pattern. We've been snaking around the 200 and the 50 and the 20. We broke out just a little bit and we're pausing. So let's pull up the charts and see where we are now. Okay, so here we're looking at the pound yen one more time. And we can see this consolidation that we have the past 4 or 5 days. We broke out of our downtrend line here, and we thought we would get a move up here at least to 35, if not 45, 134.45. But instead, we've kind of consolidated. Now that's even on volume. It is peeling off, but you would think that we would still be able to continue. Now, one thing I want to check is here's our breakout candle. Yeah, and that's still a good candle, still a good candle. So when we come into our market profile, we can see a lot of consolidation. That's our market profile is really big. We really need to get above these wicks of the 3 days here, get above 133.60ish, 133.65 to try to at least finally get into this next auction level. Until then, we're just going to continue to watch. Next, we have the dollar Canadian. We're in a sideways up. Long term, it's in a downtrend. The last month, it's been an uptrend. So we have an ascending wedge pattern. Let's pull up the charts and take a look. Okay, so finally, we're going to review our last trade from Monday going into Tuesday, since there was really no price action happening during our bank holiday here for the States and the UK. And that is the dollar Canadian. We're looking at this ascending wedge. We're looking at the inability to get above 98.15. So we want to see this resolve itself, hopefully to the upside, so that we can run to the 200 moving average. 20 moving average now above the 50. But you can see as we come into market profile, there's a lot of volume resistance above us. A lot of volume where we are, and there's a lot of action happening above us. So, again, this is why we're waiting for us to get all the way up here to 98.15 instead of trying to play a break right where we are. So this is not all three of these trades. We're waiting to let the market tell us what it wants to do. Okay, so because of our big low volume consolidation day with the banking holidays, we have a couple of low volatility watches we're going to watch: the euro dollar, the dollar franc, and the Aussie dollar. And in our inside bar watch list, we're going to watch the euro yen and the pound yen, two of the trades we're watching for. So let's go pull those up and take a look. Okay, so on a daily, we can see the dollar franc, obviously a big push down, a lot of air in between where we are and where the moving average is. So as far as a low volatility breakout, you just want to go ahead and go over to the hourly and mark the highs and lows, and there is a potential trade. And you can look at our market profile and you can see how tight it is. So there's our trade on the hourly on the dollar franc, a break above or a break below. The other one was the Aussie dollar, right? So same thing. We're watching this one. We've got sort of a rising three pattern on there. So we'll come over here again on the hourly, kind of mark the highs, mark the lows, and we're basically trading a break above or below that. And then the last one was the euro dollar. Also, sort of a rising three mat hold pattern. So we'll come over, mark the high. Try that one more time, mark the high. marked a low, trading a breakout one way or the other. And then we had our inside bar was the euro yen. And here you're watching just the break of the higher of the low. I'm not sure if you're going to be zooming and see that, but basically the high is looks like about 115.80, and the low is 115.20. And the pound yen is well, we talked about this one. We want to get above the wicks in this one, 133.60 or below 132.71. As we go to our economic calendar, we have a big old list. We haven't had a big list like this in a couple weeks of economic releases. Some things that jump out at me real quick is we got GDP, and so that certainly can move the market one way or the other. We also have Germany with retail sales. We've got some inflation data. Also, Germany, we have the unemployment rate. Certainly can move the market. But we also have the unemployment rate for the European Union. More inflation data down in Italy. And Canada has inflation data, but more importantly, Canada has an interest rate announcement. In the States, we have consumer confidence. We have some inflation business data, and we also have consumer confidence. And then down at the bottom, we have the Aussie GDP. So a lot of action could happen today. And, so off of this consolidation, we definitely could see the market start to move.